you. Don't say that the pastor didn't
What
warn
about?
you, or Rick Wilds or Glenn Beck, even though he says Glenn Beck's not quite half and half.
I'm
I
not
think.
the only one that says that.
Yeah.
Michael Savage.
He calls him the hemorrhoid. I don't understand.
Michael Savage agrees with.
Yeah.
I agree with Michael Savage on that because he was probably saying it before I was.
Yeah.
Because to tell you the truth, when Glenn Beck was on CNN, I rarely ever watched him.
Yeah.
I rarely ever watched CNN, and that was probably why. Every now and then, I'd catch him or Lou Dobbs, and you'd get Beck crying on the TV. He's always been kind of an emotional guy, but I'm just not sold on this guy. As far as I know, he's a Mormon.
Yeah.
Like Romney, and he's probably.
Yeah.
I wonder if is he supporting Romney?
No, actually, he's a Santorum guy all the way
Oh
through.
wow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And the weird thing is he's been going to a lot of non-denominational Christian churches lately.
Yeah, I don't know how big of a Mormon he is, but I do know quite a bit about the Mormon religion.
It's kind of weird. It's a cultist.
It's a 2% Christian church. It's another one of these watered down, gravy train gospel churches.
Yeah.
Where they make a bunch of crap up and try to make you feel good. They're by their works, just like Catholics. Works.
Yeah, you got to be.
Well, if you want to stay under the curse of the tree of knowledge, and that power of that sin is death.
Yeah. Then
so
knock yourself out with that.
Go for it. Or you can put yourself under the roots of the tree of life.
Well, yeah. Then you're really going to start growing. And then you'll get really good knowledge. Not just stupid, mindless regurgitation of facts that really don't mean anything. It's like I am so sick of listening to all these factoids that people have. Do you notice that on the mainstream media?
Well, you're just being judgmental.
Yeah, I mean,
you're being judgmental. Well, you're being mental.
Thank you.
Get a grip.
You heard it here first on this show.
Judgmental.
And then we had a complaint from one of our co-hosts that we use the term schmuck too much.
Oh, well, too bad, schmuck.
So I guess we're going to have to change it. Well, how about we call you numpties? Is that better?
I like numpties, but I like numpties and I like schmuck.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to combine it and just call them schmumpties.
Yeah, schmumpty. That's a good one.
So, if you don't like schmuck, there's always the alternative.
Yeah. And I try not to say that word because this is kind of a family show, and we do get
really.
Nah.
I don't know any families that would tune into this.
Probably not.
I wouldn't even let my own family tune into this. Okay, maybe when they're a little older.
Yeah. Well, your sister's old enough. I think she'd be able to handle it.
Well, no, I'm talking about the family that I'm raising. My children.
They wouldn't understand it anyway. They would be like, Dad, what the heck are you talking about? I get the God stuff, but what about all this other stuff?
Daddy, why are you so mad?
I'll tell you why. Why don't you start with this?
Well, I'm not mad today, actually. I was earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm actually in pretty good mood.
Yeah, me too.
I think Dave put Fucanol in the stir fry, so...
Yeah, you see, it gets him calmed down,
and because now I can barely even hold this microphone, I'm just kind of relaxed. Lapsadaisical Friday.
Oh, exactly.
And we're just kind of loose. We're kind of just, what do we call that? Free roaming, free.
This is what you call ad-lib Friday because we're just.
It's not ad-lib because we're not.
Yeah.
No, we're free range and we're just jumping all over the place, and we got to get to some sports stuff here today.
Oh, we will. Don't worry about that. But I want to stay on the topic of entertainment and cross it over with sports.
Yes.
I mean, do you notice how many of these athletes are spokesmouths for these companies that are just totally selling trash and garbage?
Food sacrificed to idols.
Oh, yes.
Anybody?
Yeah.
If you have the spirit, you know exactly what I just said. Otherwise, this wasn't for you.
Or the
schmuck.
Or the transhumanism movement.
Yeah, most people are clueless to these things. Yeah.
What is a transhumanism movement? Well, let's just put it this way. It's like, okay, we're going to take the brains of a human and stick it into a computer so it has everlasting life or something along those lines.
No, you know,
Or
it's this pipe dream that
Yeah.
men have come up with, and it's an alternate. It's the devil's gimmicks
Yeah.
once again. Satan is an imitator,
Yeah.
but he is not a duplicator of God's power.
No.
He can imitate and do cheap replications, but he cannot duplicate the awesome power of our Almighty Father.
No, it's impossible because he created everything.
Yeah.
That's what you guys don't get. And especially those of you who are these Darwinists and these other
You know,
firms.
those people don't even believe in good and evil.
They
To them,
don't.
it's dogmatic. It's
No,
dogma.
yeah.
You know what dogma is? Dogma was a word that was created by morons so that they could just easily dismiss reality.
Yes, yes.
So there's your dogma.
And then we're going to...
I think your dogma argument, that's just nothing but dog shit in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay?
absolutely, absolutely.
You're a bunch of schmucks.
Yeah,
Schmuck,
absolutely.
schmuckity, schmuckity, schmuck.
Schmumpty.
Schmumpties.
Yes.
Numpties and schmucks.
And furthermore, as we get back into the topic of
Hey!
sports...
I was talking to you there.
Alright, go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. He gets excited. Now he's Mark Levin. I did put Fukinol in.
Hey, you.
you.
How many times do I have to tell you, America, that if you call this show, you need to bring a valid point. If you're going to leave a comment, you need a valid point and not just mindless rabble. I don't have any facts.
Oh, man.
Go bow down before your altar.
Yes. So we were talking about sports and entertainment kind of coinciding with these athletes promoting just absolute garbage products. And products
Majority
that...
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 95% of these advertisements
Yeah.
are
And did
aimed
you
at-
know that Michael Jordan, I lost total respect for this guy now, contributed over $1 million to Barack Hussein Obama's campaign? You're a vermin. You should be ashamed of yourself. Never pick up a basketball again, you schmuck.
Oh, I don't think he plays anymore.
Yeah, I know, but he probably does in his garage.
Well, you know what?
He's living a
Basketball-
fantasy.
I'm not a big fan of basketball
Yeah.
at all.
Well, how many NFL guys contributed to?
I don't know. I'm sure quite a few did.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was. I mean, I don't get into that. I like the game. I like to watch a game every
Yeah.
now and then. You know, I follow the local teams somewhat,
Yeah.
but like when it comes to football, some of these guys are just nuts. Okay, some of these fans
Yeah.
go to a game and they're on the edge of their seat screaming and yelling. They're possessed.
Yeah.
You can't go to a football game
Yeah.
or a hockey game without running into a large number of people who are demonically possessed.
Or just insane, you know?
They're alcoholics. They sit there and they binge drink. You see a guy carrying 4 freaking 24 ounces
Yeah.
because he's got to make sure he gets enough beer in him before halftime, and then he goes and gets 4 more. That way, he doesn't get cut off at the the third to fourth quarter
And then
cutoff time.
And then this same
He's got to be
idiot-
drinking beer the whole game.
And the same idiot ends up killing an entire family in their minivan because he's
Who wants
drunk.
to take their son to a game when all he's going to hear is nothing but nonstop profanity-laced
Insults.
tirades?
Yeah.
Oh, throw the ball! You're in the fifth. You're in
Yeah.
section 527.
Yeah.
They cannot hear you from down up there.
Yeah.
You know,
Even
you're
if you
just-
had a megaphone, they would probably
But they're
still
yelling at it.
ignore
They're
you.
yelling at the field like
Yeah.
they're in his living room,
Yeah.
and there's like they're sitting there like you're not his dad. You're here to watch a game. Shut up and watch the game.
And you know the thing that bothers me too
Cheer when something good happens.
is
Put the pressure on when they're on defense.
yeah.
That way you can get the offense to maybe get a false start. I see that.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. You're trying to help your team.
But you're
win.
not the friggin' coach. So get that out of your heads that you're not sitting on the sidelines calling the shots. They can't hear you
That's
anyway.
what we like to call armchair quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're
Okay?
schmucks. Yeah.
They've never played the game,
Yeah.
but they're convinced in their own pathetic, beer swilling,
Idiotic minds, yes.
balding beer gut mind that they could do it better than Peyton Manning
Yeah.
or any of these other quarterbacks. If I was in there, man, back in the heyday, Al Bundy syndrome. Scored 4 touchdowns in one game down on the playground in 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
I just didn't get the right breaks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I got this
like
injury.
Dennis Leary says,
I started chafing real bad, and next thing you know, I got stuck in the Moffat tunnel, and my dick fell off. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but good luck with that.
Yeah, and then, I want to be a professional football and baseball player. Well, life sucks. Get a helmet, okay?
Yeah. Larry said it good.
Oh, my
So-
God. I mean, okay, like I said, what was it, last week on Friday, I said you either have it or you don't, right? When it comes down to talent.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's sports, okay? Music,
Art,
acting,
speaking.
radio. You either have it or you don't. Obviously, we don't. No, I'm just kidding.
We know Randy Rhoads doesn't have it, but she still has a radio show.
Yeah, I know, but but that's for all the mindless lefty
Harpy,
hacks.
nothing but a harpy.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
Nancy Grace. Oh, what
Or
a despicable harpy Nancy Grace is.
or Rachel Ray or Oprah Winfrey. For that
Oprah
matter.
Winfrey. Oh, hey, did you see? Oprah lost 10 pounds. She looks better than ever.
Yes, and we also saw her at the White House with Michelle Obama sharing carrot recipes.
Yeah, and the little Obama girls were there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they all look
boy.
so cute with their little pigtails. My God, what is this media coming to? It's just that, like, in a fucanol trance. It's like not even in a realm of reality.
If you tune into the mainstream media for your news,
Then there's something
you
wrong
are
with
an
you.
idiot.
Even
I
though,
don't care how old you are,
Yeah,
or if you can't afford cable,
yeah. I mean, the local
you don't
news
have
is
cable,
even
whatever. But
Yeah.
if that's where you're getting your news, you're a complete moron.
Yeah, and the local news is no better. I mean, yeah, they cover what goes on.
Yeah, that's
in
your
the
model.
city.
That's everybody's model for
Yeah.
nuance and things of that nature. But
It's like, yes, I remember, what was it, Fox 31 and Channel 7, a couple of these other ones. They were out covering the Occupy movements down in Denver, and they thought it was so great. It was like
these kids are out there.
they're having a great time.
crapping in the park,
Yeah,
doing drugs,
it's so great. It's so nuanced. We're out
sexually assaulting people out there.
here. Yeah.
Whatever.
Threatening to cut the heads off of business owners, threatening the cops, pulling motorcycle cops off their bikes and beating them in the street. Oh, yeah, you guys are so nuanced. It's the oldest trick in the book.
And then out there in New York, they're telling the cops,
yeah.
that coward Bloomberg
Yeah.
would back down time after time.
Well, Bloomberg is such a wasteoid. I can't believe you people even voted for that idiot.
So it's not against the law to take a crap in a public park,
I guess not.
just out in the open.
Or masturbate in public, or rape people,
Littering.
yeah, or go into a church and defecate in the middle of the friggin'. That disgusted me. I heard about that. I can't remember what was that Rick Wilds that talked about that, or was that Glenn Beck? It was one of them. I know they were talking about a church in New York City. They had Sunday service, and these vermin come in there, and they walk up and they pee all over the altar while the pastor's speaking, and then they defecate in the thing and threaten to burn the place down. And you're letting these people in your churches? Is there something wrong with you guys? I mean, I know we're supposed
I would
to
have
be...
carried them out
Oh,
on
yeah.
their back and used their head to open the door on the way out.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what needs to be done with people like that.
You can't do
And you-
that kind of stuff, man.
You need to wake up.
Yeah. I know it's kind of... God, we're...
A bunch of little sickos.
Yeah, exactly. And then, since it is Friday, we love to just cover stuff like entertainment and media. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's dive into the music industry again. That one I always like.
Well, I think we're up for a break here.
Yes,
so
we are. We're up for
let's take a break, and we'll be back for. Is this the final segment coming up.
Yes, that will be the final segment, and